from Dallas, Texas. And yeah, you guys, it's been incredible, a really awesome ride that we have been going on with the team. I'm so happy, so thrilled of the accomplishment we had this month. And it's not something that happened overnight. So it's just a team effort, and we've been killing it here in Dallas. As you see, a lot of noise happening over here. And yeah, we most likely are going to need you to make a little run over here as well.
So tell us a little bit about your background, your story. So this month, congratulations, you advanced a senior director, but more important, you helped a new person in the organization advance a director.
Yeah.
You've done some stuff on social media. You've done some non-social media. What was your biggest challenge, you would say, that you had to overcome in this run?
Okay. I want to say I've been doing it for 3 years. And the biggest challenge was for letting go and starting all over. I literally took control of just being me. I felt like I was always trying to be someone else and not filling the shoes that I knew that the capacity that I had to do the business, and finally starting all over. I feel like I started all over in January of this year. New name, new page, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everything new. I just hit over 120,000 followers on Facebook. And TikTok is
Okay, so
still,
stick a fork in there because
yes.
everybody is TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. How did you get 120,000 followers on that old Facebook thing?
I was shocked myself. Okay. I was like, wait, huh? 100, oh, literally over like 4 days. But okay, it's not something that happened overnight. Again, started with 5 views, 10 views, 20 views, 60 views, nothing. Like I was consistent. That's the thing. A lot of people say, what's the secret? A lot of people ask me, how did you do it? I was just consistent. I literally didn't stop posting. I was posting every day, 2 to 3 times a day. What I uploaded from TikTok, I dragged to Facebook, I dragged to Instagram, and out of nowhere, just blew up. And I literally was like over 100,000 followers in like 4 days. And then over a week, I'm now
So, real
120,000.
quick, Melissa, since you speak Spanish, can you tell in Spanish that I just put Pajola as translator? So, if anybody needs to hear in Spanish, to click that
Okay,
and
okay. Acaban de prender la transición de español. Paola ya la pusieron para translate. So ahí está para translate. Ahí abajo. Again. So I just hit 100. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. But again, it's just taking control of like being myself. I feel like I was just filling the shoes of doing everything and what we had already done for such a long time that I was like, the academies. I mean, everything we learned, I basically just put it with me. Like be me, more me, post stories, post this, everything. And I felt like it just blew up like that. Just be myself. And I really have been having fun. One thing I remember is like have fun. I feel like for the first time I'm having fun. I have an amazing team. I have, like you said, Pao Issei that has been there behind us and teaching us a way. And then Karina. Karina is my partner here in Dallas as well, that she's just been following what I'm doing, and she's blowing up too. And it's just crazy how we're seeing the results of consistency and just being there'd be days, I'm not lying, where I did not want to do the live. I did not want to post, but I felt like I just had that big why of wanting to do it and prove myself that I could start all over. What happened? I'm sorry. There's a, can I have a background, please? I don't know.
is that what you mean, Pajola? Go ahead and continue.
I don't.
Okay, you're speaking in
Okay.
Spanish, so I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you fine.
Yes, says, can I have the background, please, Melissa? No entiendo de qué están hablando. She said she doesn't understand what we're talking about. Oh, a background. We're talking about how we grew on the Facebook, like how I went over 100,000 followers and how I started them over like from 0 followers to where I'm at today. So básicamente está diciendo que empecé desde de inicio en enero, todo nuevo, todas las redes sociales nuevas. De eso es lo que estamos hablando. ¿Yeah? Okay. So yes, that's what's been going on, and I've just been having fun, Andre. Honestly, I've been having fun, and the team's enjoying it. The numbers are showing. We're killing in TikTok shop. I feel like it's blowing up. Something that a lot of people are probably seeing that they're not prioritizing. Or I was afraid of doing it, but I was like, let's go. Like, what's to lose? One thing I remember I kept that Dr. Kenny said, he's like, lose account, we'll make another one. When you run off fear, it feeds off fear. So I just stopped being afraid, and I started going for it.
Okay. So 3 years,
3 years on the business.
lost some momentum.
Had a baby.
Oh,
Okay,
had a,
because
oh, I
okay.
skipped. I didn't know
Oh,
that part. Had
yes.
a baby.
Yes, I'm a mom of two. I started 3 years ago when my son was about 2 years old, and then I couldn't have babies. I had a baby after being on the system.
So hold on,
Uh,
Paul. So that's a whole nother testimony. So couldn't have babies and
after four
had a
years.
baby after
Yeah,
being on the system.
exactly. 4 years of infertility and not being able to have a baby. And I used it the entire pregnancy as well, which I even documented, like going to the
So
OB,
I
asking.
just gotta say time out right there. Like, did you guys just really get that? This is more than just business people.
Mhm.
Couldn't now, Melissa,
Yes.
and I'm trying not to make you cry,
Mm,
but you probably will.
mm.
What does that mean for you and your husband?
Oh, it means everything. Not just having another baby, but like this is my baby too, this business. But being able to give my son a sibling has meant a lot because I struggled so much with having the first one. And then after going through postpartum depression and anxiety and not even, I mean, I'm gonna be really deep, not even wanting to be here anymore, got me really, really afraid of like having more babies. But it gets me a little emo a little bit because I mean I cry now because I've overpassed that, but I get to help so many people that went through that. And a lot of people see that like, oh, she's young, how could she go through something like that? But you can, and I always tell people speak up, don't be afraid of like asking for help and knocking on doors and a lot of things in life and trying so many products and nothing really helped me. But when I found this, thanks to my mom, the one that AKA sister, she's the one that basically made me try it, tricked me into it actually, and said, try this tea. And I felt amazing. And 3 years later, now going almost four, my baby is about to be two. And it's just amazing to see that she even drinks the product. And she's been drinking since she was 9 months old. And she loves it. She sees me with a tea and she's screaming like, but she's consumed it since my belly, and I breastfed. I had such an amazing postpartum. Didn't go through that again, thank God. And now I just picked up and I'm doing lives with my babies under my on my feet. I literally have like a whole circus in the background. I'm working my butt off, but because they're my why. You know, they're my why,
So
my
so
everything.
they're your why and not your
Mhm.
excuse not to.
Oh no, I even push more, Andre. I feel like these just really quick, I know we have a lot to talk about, but my husband was not here for 2 months when I actually went over, like boom, blew up. I had no help. I was by myself and I was struggling with just being solo parenting for 2 months because my husband had to leave the country for his documentation and everything. But he's back. But in those 2 months, I could have made so many excuses. I could have said, I can't do it. I don't have help. I could have even gotten depressed because it was depressing not knowing when he's gonna come back, if he's even gonna come back and all of that. So I didn't feed off that fear. I actually did something about it. I got every day in this corner of my chair where I'm sitting at, and I really pushed through. And it gets me a little emotional because I could have quit. I could have stopped. I could have made so many excuses, but I went for it and I did it. And my team, Karina, she killed it too. Um, Ise, every time I needed help, she was there. Pal, I'm like messaging her, like I have a partner in Austria. I never thought I would have a partner in Austria. But it's because of social media. But again, it's been a very, very emotional roller coaster, but for the better. But I'm so dang proud of the team that I have and that we're growing. My mom, her support, partner, family. I feel like I could really call this business family, and I'm very, very happy. And I know that there's a lot more to come. And again, they're my why, and I push through. I'm like, mommy's working. We went to the museum today, but I have that freedom to be there for them. And I could just pause it and just connect with them and also just push through. But I know that this business gives me the ability to be there, but also be home with them. But I love what I do. And like I said, for the first time, I feel like I'm having fun. And I feel like that's what really showing. And anyone that is in my team tells me, Isa tells me, Melissa, you're killing it. I see the energy, I see the laughter, I see the smile. I wake up, my hair is like freezing. Literally woke up with my hair bald, looks like it just popped out the boiler. Because I took a shower last night, didn't blow it out. But I'm recording myself. I'm showing how authentic you could be and how other people could relate to that. They don't wake up with the glam. They don't wake up feeling, with the energy. They wake up probably barely wanting to get off from bed. But it really just pushes me to turn on the camera and record and record and record. And overall, just being consistent. But I'm just so dang proud of what you have done, Andre. And I feel like I'm following the steps of everyone on here, the academy, the method, the resources that we have today. They're literally what could push us through nowadays. We have AI, we have social. It's just, there's so many things we could utilize today to help us grow. And I'm just enjoying the ride there. And I know we have we're no brakes, all gas, all the way to the top. And I'm not looking back. Like Raf said, if I have to make it there with the flag halfway there, I'm gonna make it there. But all the way, all the way.
That is awesome, Melissa. Thank you so very much for sharing that. And, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to start us out with her story. And let me slow down here a little bit. And Jermaine, when I introduce you, you're going to have to talk slow, please. But now I want to go into the vision. And let me switch and pull up some slides here. Hopefully everybody can see this. Optimize sharing. If you all can see this on your screen, hit that raise your hand button where it says the vision and why now. Okay, perfect. So the first thing is this. The social shopping industry, and I'm going to explain it, is projected to become a $8 trillion industry. And that's what Melissa was talking about. She went viral on Facebook, over 100,000 followers. She has signed up partners in Austria. She's never been there before. That is the power of the social shopping industry. The next thing is wealth is created when there's a massive shift in how people do business and shop. You're in position right now in front of that massive shift where people used to shop online. They used to shop at a traditional store. They're now shopping on social media. The way that you build businesses has changed dramatically in the last couple of months, not even years. And you're right in front of that massive shift. This creates tremendous amount of wealth. Number 3, the company is heading into momentum. The month of May was one of the largest revenue months for the whole entire Americas. All of this is lining up. It was the company's biggest month. The company as a whole, the momentum is at an all-time high in its swing. And what we're building now for June, we're building for the next 3 to 5 years. June, do not look at June as, it's the beginning of the summer. It's time to relax a little bit. It's time to summer vacation. And I get it. You have family, you have children. Enjoy your family, enjoy your children. But in the history of the direct sales industry, majority of the companies, they launch in June. And the reason why they launch in June and July sets up the momentum for that third and fourth quarter of their company. So if multi-billion-dollar business owners choose to launch their business in June and July, shouldn't you launch your business? That's why the timing is right now. So let me explain social shopping. We've all been scrolling on social media. Social media used to be a thing you go look to see what your friends have been doing from college. Then it moved from there to entertainment. Then now it moved from there to now shopping. But the powerful part of this shopping is this. It cuts out the middleman. It cuts out Amazon. It cuts out traditional retailer. And it now pays you, the consumer, for sharing your product experience. Now you have to understand where the money is. It took social shopping 100 years to grow to $1 trillion. Social shopping is not something new. You've been doing this ever since you've been on this earth. You told a friend about a movie, they went and watched it, you never got paid. You told somebody about your barbershop, they went there, they got a haircut, got their hair colored, you never got paid. You told somebody what you bought off of Amazon. They went to Amazon, they bought it, you never got paid. That is social shopping. It took it 100 years to grow to $1 trillion. Well, now because of social media, and you just heard her mention AI and different technology, in the next 5 years, it's going to grow to $8 trillion. What that means, it is $7 trillion worth of money that is going to be transferred. And you can position yourself for a big chunk of that to be transferred in your bank account. Does that make sense with everybody?
Yes. Yes.
I need to make sure that makes sense.
Yes.
Yes, in the comment if that makes sense to you. So now we see the vision of where the money is and how big it's going to be and why June is so important to launch your business. Now, with that being said, I want to bring another person to the front of the Zoom and have him share his story here. I'm scrolling over. I see his name. Okay, let me pin him here. And this gentleman here, he has been, remove all spotlight. Okay, hold on. Y'all don't mind me. I'm low tech, but high check. You know,
Love that.
I've been low tech a long time, but I'm high check. So you don't even have to know how to work Zoom properly. You don't have to know how to. Mr. Jermaine Gaines, I thought I just saw you. Go ahead, hit that raise your hand button. Oh yeah, there you go. All right. And add pin. Continue. Okay, so I want to introduce to some, present to others. This gentleman has been in the top recruiter list for over a year. Every single month has been in the top 5 every single month. I've seen the top 5 change. I've seen 4 or 5 different people, but it has only been one person for the whole entire year that has been in the top 5, and his name is on there every single month. So this isn't, oh, he did great 1 month. He did awesome 2 months. He has a system that consistently put him the top 5 customer recruiter for the whole entire year. And this month, he completed his 2nd month full qualification of presidential director. Everybody give a big round of applause, drop it in the chat. There was none before. That means there'd be none after, which make him the one and the only Mr. Jermaine Gaines. How you doing, sir?
Man, I am phenomenal, man. Listen, I am phenomenal. How are you?
Hey, you took my word. Phenomenal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So real quick, we heard social media. We heard social shopping. What made you consistently in the top 5 for a whole entire year? If you had to give people 2 things that keep you in that top 5.
I care about people. That's number one.
Pause on that. You care about people. Explain that, because I hear people say it, but explain that to me.
Okay, so my mom and dad were foster parents. I watched the brokenness that is taking place in people's real life for real. My mom is a 2-time cancer survivor. So at 12 years old, I watched my mom go through cancer. I watched her cry herself to sleep at night. I watched the pain that she went through. So when you fast forward,
slow down just a little
I got you. So I had a young lady who started maybe 2.5 months into me like doing the business, and she went from having 10 to 15 seizures at a time down to having 3. And I remember her texting me, and she said, "Man, I wish I would have met you sooner." And I said, "What do you mean?" We get on the phone, and she said, "My brother-in-law passed away from a diabetic coma 2 weeks ago. He fell asleep and never woke back up." And it made me realize the days that I don't want to get up and do the information, I don't want to do the lives, I don't want to reach out to people. It made me realize that somebody is literally on a time ticker. And if I don't reach them, then they won't get reached. So when I tell you that I care about people, I know what that looks like at 12 years old, asking my mom, can we do certain things? Because at 12, maybe I didn't understand what my mom was really going through, but I saw her crying and I saw her lose her hair. But being grown now, I can only imagine how many kids are wanting their mom to be able to do something, but the neuropathy is kicking their butt. They can't move. They don't have the energy as a parent. So the flip side to that, when I was 290 pounds, my daughter would ask, could she go to the park? And I would tell her no. I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have the energy, didn't want to move. And so now to be able to give people that part of their life back, there's no feeling like it to be able to have that part of the story.
So care about people. What would you say is number 2 that has kept you consistent the whole entire year? It's a year plus, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a two-part one answer. I would say I don't want to work for anybody else, and I like the freedom.
So you don't want to work for anybody else, you like the freedom.
Yep. So my daughter just had, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say my words carefully. My daughter just went to cheer camp, right? And she called me. She was like, "Hey, Dad, I want to join the cheer team." And I was like, "Okay, not a problem," because she does volleyball, basketball, not a problem. And when we were in school, you buy a pair of shoes, you go play basketball. Well, cheer camp is $1,600, right? Exactly. I said the same thing when she first said it. I said, "Okay, are you really gonna commit to it?" "Yeah." "Okay, so we'll get that taken care of." But she had cheer camp. And she went to cheer camp at the beginning of the summer. And on Friday morning at 10 a.m., we literally had the opportunity, me and my wife, we literally went and we sat there. And I'm looking at the demographic of people that are in there, and it's not a lot of people that look like me that are there. We actually got into a conversation about it. So to be able to be in a position where you're have the freedom to be able to move around at any given moment, whether I want to do lunch, whether my daughter's having a volleyball, whether she's going to state for choir, whatever she's doing, to be able to have the freedom to be able to move around freely, I'm not trading it. I'm gonna work as hard as I got to have that freedom.
I love care about people. You like your freedom. If there are one tip, I've been watching your lives for like 2 years, that you can share one golden nugget on doing a live that make your enrollments so high. What would that one tip when a person is doing a live, actually in that live, that one thing that helps, that you see increases your enrollments?
Facts tell, story sell.
Okay, facts tell, story sell. Explain what you mean by story sell.
Okay, so I can tell you all I want to that, like, listen, if you jump off of a building, just know that gravity is real. That is a fact. But if I tell you that my buddy just tried that and he is in an ambulance right now, it did not go well for him, you're going to second guess on jumping off that building now. Because I sold you on the story that I told you. So when I tell the story of my mom, I understand that the Unimonte is going to give you energy, mental clarity, elevated mental stamina, boosting your mood. The balance is going to balance your blood sugar, lower the blood sugar about 43%. But when I tell you that my mother's blood sugar went from 279 to 518 to 140 in day one, well, then that becomes real. Because your blood sugar right now is 283. So now all of a sudden, Well, hold on. Maybe I need to hear what he has to say. When I tell you that my middle brother was dealing with ADD or ADHD and he lost 55 pounds in 4 months, well, somebody got a brother right now who's 22 who's dealing with ADHD and they know that. So facts tell, stories sell, and I don't mean it, and it doesn't have to be your story. You can borrow somebody else's story. That's the really cool thing. I tell the story all the time about how Joe called me and he told me about your story. Joe told me about your story. Joe didn't even start taking the product until I was already losing the weight, but he told me somebody else's story, and it was enough for me to say, yo, I need to try that ASAP, ASTAT, whatever it takes. How do I get it?
Perfect. I love it, man. Jermaine, congratulations. I look forward to seeing you in Bangkok. And well, now we got Phoenix coming up in the camp.
Yep.
So look forward to seeing you there, man, and your new bride. Congratulations to that.
Yes,
and
sir.
y'all have a phenomenal day. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.
So now I want to move to, okay, what's the mission? And what I've learned in life is we do more. Let me make sure I got audio sharing here. On here, share, optimize. As a people, we do more for a mission than we actually would do for ourselves. So what I coined is, I call it Mission 100. And I'm going to go through about 4 or 5 things that lines up with the number 100. So the first part of this mission is this. This is for you. You've got to be 100% all in. I want you to be honest with yourself. When you hear Melissa shares her experience, she had a new baby. Her husband was gone out the country for 2 months. She didn't know if her husband was going to make it back. She's got a newborn that she's raising. Got her older sibling. She was 100% all in, still building the business. Jermaine, same thing. He was 100% all in. And I can tell you this, I'm going to play a video, and it's in English, but the words are on there. You'll understand. This is one of the best examples I've seen what happens to you when you're 100% all in. It's not about the effect that it has for you. It's the effect that it has on the people around you. Check this out.
What, am I in trouble now?
Not yet. I want to see you do the death crawl again, except I want to see your absolute best.
What, you want me to go to the 30?
I think you can go the 50.
50? I can go to the 50 if nobody's on my back.
I think you can do it with Jeremy on your back. But even if you can, I want you to promise me you're going to do your best.
All right.
One more thing. I want you to do it blindfolded.
Why?
Because I want you giving up at a certain point when you can go further. Jeremy, get on his back. Good tight hold, Jeremy. Let's go, Brock. Keep your knees off the ground, just your hands and feet. There you go.
Am I at the 20 yet?
Forget the 20. You give me your best. You keep going. That's it. Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best. Keep moving, bro. That's it. Strength. With your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me, Brock. You keep going. You hear me? You keep going. You're doing good. You keep going.
It's got to be 50. I don't have any more.
Look up, Brock. You're in the end zone.
And that's what happens when you're 100% all in. So that's the first part of Mission 100. The next part is we want to help 100 people advance their business to manager. Manager is the first rank. To me, it's one of the most important ranks. This is where you get your first level of recognition. And at manager is where I'll invite you to be a part of our cell groups. This is a private group that I meet with, small amount of people, but you really learn the in-depth mindset, leadership skills on how to build your business to the next level. The next thing, 100 Centurion points. This allows you to double your paycheck. Instead of 5, you now get 10% commissions on your first 4 levels. That's part of Mission 100. We want to help 100 people advance to executive manager. Now, as you're looking at this, see where you are. If you have 20 Centurion points this month, we said, okay, I want my Mission 100. I want to get to 100 Centurion points. if you're already a manager, say to yourself, okay, I'm going to be one of the 100 people that get to executive manager this month. Well, if you're an executive manager, well, let's be one of the 100 people that we help to advance to director. If you're already director, well, let's be one of the 100, like our presidentials that are on here, that are earning over $10,000 a month in income. But for Mission 100 to take place, you are responsible if you're going to be 100% all in. And that means whatever the system you have, whatever your daily action plans are, you are 100% in on all of that. Now, here's 3 simple steps to building the business. I'm not going to go deep into building the business. We have different leaders that run different systems. But the first step is you want to launch your social shopping business. There is a difference between starting and launching. Prime example, you drive a car, you go in there, you crank the key up, you start the car. A rocket ship launches off the launch pad. 2 totally different things. And I can tell you, if you've been in the business a month, some of you 2 months, some of you 4 years, you're not where you want to be. It's a strong possibility you never launched your business. This takes all-out massive action. In that launching process, get 2 to 3 people to try the product. Keep it simple. And number 3 is now duplicate that throughout your organization. Now, if you need 100 Centurion points, I think what most people are missing out on is the customer referral program. If you've been in the business, you know we have it. But this is going to show you a scenario where literally one customer can lead to 100 Centurion points. Well, you have to pick up the phone. You got to talk to Bob. Let Bob know he gets product credits. So Bob refers Sue. He gets a $10 product credit, but you made it $25. Well, you got on the phone with Sue. You let her know. She used her link. She referred Joe and Jill. She got $20 product credit, but you made the $25 and you have 4 Centurion points. Well, Joe and Jill, they work at a warehouse. They end up referring about 10 people apiece so they can get product credits. But now you have 14 Centurion points and you're making $250 a month off of those customers. Well, those 10 customers, because you got with them and let them know they have a referral link and that they can get free product, they referred it because people will refer the products to others if they don't think it's a business, because they do that all the time. You referred people to your barbershop. You referred people to the Gucci store. You referred people to Amazon because you're not getting compensated. Soon as, oh, it's a business, I'm making money comes in, all of a sudden they can't refer people. So you have to take advantage of your customers and help them refer others. It's not a business. They're just getting product credit. And this simple strategy can lead you to 100 Centurion points. In a lot of people's mind, you're thinking you have to enroll 100 customers yourself. And you can see in these scenarios where this individual here had over 4,000 members, but 80 of them referred others. This person here had 133 members that referred others. This person had over 23 members that referred others. That's the power of referred people. Now, how do you get the $10,000 a month? Building an organization with 100 partners in it. How do you get to 100 partners? You don't need to enroll 100 partners. You enroll 3 and duplicate. Those 3 referred 3, that's 9. Those 9 referred 3, that's 27. Those 27 referred 3 would be 81. We'll downplay it and call it 50. Those 50 referred 3 would be 150. We downplay it, it's 100. 100 partners in your business averaging 10 customers each puts you at presidential director, and you're making $10,000 a month in income. So this is a strategy of how we're going to help people get to 100 Centurion points. And this is a strategy of how we're going to help you get to $10,000 a month in income. So now, with that being said, I have a special message from Mr. Sam Hughes on, well, I'll just play, well, I'm assuming everybody know who Sam Hughes is. So this is the vice president of the Americas market. So anything has to do with North America, Central America, South America, the Caribbean, it is in his region, and he is traveling. We were supposed to have him on here live, and he's traveling right now. He's going to be with a lot of the top leaders in Dominican Republic for a week, and he sent this video over for us since he's traveling.
Hello, team. I wish I could be on the call with you tonight, but I'm right now in an airport a hotel by the airport with these two crazy, I don't even know where they went. But because of them, I'm not able to join the call tonight. But I do want to say, one, congratulations to the presidentials. You guys have crushed it. This is a big movement because it's the 4-minute mile, right? As more people on the team start reaching these ranks and locking them in, more and more start happening. It starts getting easier for everyone else. So I'm excited about that. But there's a lot of good things happening in Unicity right now. And everything building up to November is just going to be fueling this fire. I mean, I've never seen so much energy and momentum here in our markets in the United States. And so that's just picking up. It's just building. And even I would not sleep on June. I would get off on a blast this month of June, because it might just be that later this month, some more news comes out about other incentives that are going to be dependent on you increasing your rank this month, especially for the people at some of the middle ranks, director, senior director, and so on. So if you're not at director, or if you're at director and you're not at senior director yet, just a hint, I'd be pushing to hit that rank jump, because it could pay off big time for you, and you'll find out more details later.
So with that being said, to help as many people as possible get to the next rank, when we come back from Dominican Republic, we come back, I think, the 11th or 12th next week, Friday. I'm going to do an event at the Unicity Las Vegas office, a Super Saturday training. It's going to start at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So anybody that's in Las Vegas, you're in Nevada, we've got people driving from San Diego. We've got some people coming from California, from Phoenix, driving over. I'm going to go deep into the systems of how to build your business, how to move your team up, how to rank up to the next level. This will be a free event live there at the Las Vegas office. So anybody is more than welcome to come. It'll start at 11 a.m. We should be done by about 2 p.m. Las Vegas time. If we fill the office, as people say they're coming, I think they do have a webcam to where I can live stream that on there. So with that being said, let me stop share. Do anybody have any questions on 1, the vision, 2, how to launch your business, or 3, what is the next step you need to do? Remember, thank you. I was looking for his name, and yes, I have one more. So perfect. All right. So with that being said, I have a special speaker that I want to bring up now. And this gentleman here, I've got a tremendous amount of respect for. He is all the way out in California, and he has been in the top Centurion point for over a year and a half now. Tremendous leader. He's building a massive organization. And I want to introduce to some, present to others, Mr. Forlan. How are you doing? How are you doing there, sir? I'm gonna ask you to unmute. You got to hit the unmute button.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Well, it's been, I'll say a heck of a ride. And it's been up and downs, up and downs. And right now, like I told you before, right now I'm trying to build a team, a stronger team, not just sales. I mean, I do sales, I can do easy sales, and I don't have that many followers. I only have probably 18,000 in TikTok, and I don't have I don't promote anything. I don't make any videos. I mean, if you go to my profile, you'll find out that I only have just a few videos about the product. Not a lot, probably 10, 20 videos at most for the past 2 years. And it's just, I'm not a person that knows a lot about computers or not even how to use the phone. And the little bit I know is because I asked Paola. Pao has been the person that has been there anytime I need to do something. She helps me. I was a diabetic for over 20 years. I tried everything there's out there that they have out there for over 8 years. Nothing worked. Finally, I found this product. Somebody introduced this to me, and I was already shooting myself 25 units of insulin, 2,500 metformin, and 20 units of glipizide. Did it work? I was already hitting 320, 280 every day with the insulin. They gave me 10 more at the fast to do in the morning. I didn't want to do that no more. I said, that's enough. Either I find something else or I just give it up. My dad ends up in the hospital with a second heart attack, and I was desperate. I was losing my dad. My mom had arthritis, among other health problems, and everything was just crazy. When they introduced this to me, I tried it just for the heck of it. I said, well, I know nothing works out there because they promise all kinds of things and nothing worked. I tried it, and on the 9th day, my sugar went down from 320 to 70. I thought I was going to end up in the hospital because I didn't never felt my sugar down. Never had it that low. Anyway, I managed to bring it back up, and then I started working, bringing down the insulin. Within 25 days, I got rid of the insulin, and I started bringing down on the metformin. Then my dad ends up in the hospital for the third time, and the doctor said, "Look, your dad is not going to make it one more time because he's already too bad. He's not going to make it. We need to do something." Anyway, I gave this to my dad. I said, "Look, man, this is the last chance. Either you take it or we're going to have to find out how we're going to pay your services because you're not going to make it another year." And then he started taking the product. My dad, it's been 2 years since I got rid of diabetes. He got rid of the heart attacks. No more heart attacks. He got rid of 12 medications. He only takes 2. He had the whole lottery of diseases. My mom got rid of her diabetes, her arthritis, got rid of her other problems that she had. She's 83 years old, and she's like nothing right now. She doesn't take no medicine. So I started helping other people. I decided at the time, if it did work for me that fast, I wanted to help somebody else to save their life. Because I saved my dad's life, my mom's life. And I became a associate I asked Claudia, I want to be a part of this. That's when I bought my kit of 10. And then next week I bought another 10. And I bought about 3 packs within the first month. And I started just throwing packs all over. And I started talking to people. And then since then, I've been up and down, now I'm trying to build a bigger team, stronger team, not just sales. Because I can get on this phone, I can get on TikTok and I can sell. And I've been closing every month for the past over a year, over 140, 150, up to 200 sales.
So
I
now my
want to change.
question on that is you're not technical. You don't make a lot of videos. You just go live and you just tell your story.
Yes.
100,
And
150, 200 sales on TikTok live and no particular sales pitch, just telling your story.
Exactly. And then, but see, well, there's one thing, you have to build trust. You have to talk to them straight up and build trust. When you build trust and people you build that trust on those people, they believe everything you tell them. And then
If
you never lie
if you
to
had
them.
to say there was a time frame that it took you to build a trust, was it a couple of days or maybe 30 days that you saw that people started trusting you and buying from you?
It took me probably a month or so. I remember you called me on one of the meetings because for leaders, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not a leader. I'm just a manager. And then you called me online. Actually, Cloud called me and said, look, bro, you gotta come in. They want you on the meeting. I said, wait a minute, I can't get in there because I'm not a leader. She goes, no, get in. And she sent me the link, and I got in. Then that's when you started. That's when you told me that I qualified for director. And I was like, wait a minute, did I? And I didn't know. And that was basically all. I had a team already. I had about 5, 6 associates, and sales weren't going up. But I wasn't paying attention that I was building already up to the point till you told me that I was already wait a minute, I made it in 2 months. How did I do that? I mean, how did it happen, right? And then somehow everything came down again. And then I started working on, wait a minute, what did I do? What did I do? So I started working harder on that. Now it's like I woke up already. And then I started talking to you. And it seems like since I started talking to you, you saw how I closed this month. I managed to help other people. Now I got 2 more people lined up for tonight at o'clock that I'm gonna talk to them. They want to come back. They were my associates. They want to come back, and I got 1 more person that wants to be part of the team. So I got them lined up by 8. Another one by 8:30 p.m. Hopefully, I know they're gonna be, because it seems like they trust me.
Trust,
And then
keyword.
based on what I did, and I don't never lie, not even little thing, just to make a sale. Don't lie. If you tell them just the truth, just speak up from your heart. Things are gonna happen. Just believe on it. It's just like a drop. I always tell them, look, there's how can a drop of water makes a hole on a rock? Constant, be constant, and that's gonna make it. It's gonna make a hole. If you just continue, no matter what happens, just continue. Look forward. Don't like Mr. Hurchie said. Just they can throw all kinds of things at you. Just keep on going. Keep going. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen. Just keep going, and you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it to the mountain. You're gonna make it to the top of the mountain. And exactly that's what I'm doing. I'm just continuing. I got so many people that tell me that I can't do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it.
And as you're speaking, Froilan, I know you want presidential director. You're doing it this month. I felt it. I got chills on my arms. Presidential director this month for you, brother. And put me to work. I'm here for you. And
Yes.
I'm on the West
Thank
Coast time now. So if you need to call me 8, 9, just call me. I'm here for you.
No, and I want to thank you. Thank you for your support. And trust me, since started talking to you, this is like between you, Pao, and Jose Pablo also is involved too. Because now it's like, wait a minute, I got the attention of all these people that they want me to go forward, and I'm doing it. I'm going all over. I mean, I'm all in. Like you said, I'm all in, and I want to be there within next month.
I work for
I'm
you
gonna
this
make it.
month. Put me to work. Let's make it happen.
Gotcha.
All right, brother. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. I truly appreciate you. And the one thing I saw in the comment was, how do you launch the business? You're working with different leadership teams. You know you need to make videos. You go live on social media, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform works for you. You need to talk to people that's in your network that already trust you. Keyword is trust. But I'm going to give you the mentality of launching your business. When you study successful people in sports, in business, they have all mastered one thing. They don't get distracted by the noise. Some people call it the noise, the white noise, the 80%. They focus on the 1% that gets them results in their particular field. The 1% here is doing lives on social media. That gets results. The 1% here is talking to your warm market that already trusts you about the business and the product. The 1% is talking to your customers about becoming a business partner. The 1% is teaching your business partner a simple, duplicatable system. All successful people in a launch of their business, whether it's a 30-day launch, they only do 1% activity every single day. They don't do the 80% busy work. They're not making flyers. They're not worried about somebody said, oh, I drank the tea and my pinky finger hurts. Oh, I drank the tea and my beard turned gray. They're only focused on 1% activity. Now, when you get to that point, there'll be people around you that might be annoyed. They might be your friends. They're used to you hanging out at the bar with them on Friday and Saturday nights. You're not doing that anymore. You're doing lives. They might get upset. It might be family members. They're used to seeing you every evening when you get off work. You used to come over there and just hang out all day with them in the evening time. You're not doing that anymore. It's not 1% activity. That's the mentality that entrepreneurs and business owners have. When I'm launching a business, when I am launching a project, you focus on the 1% activity. Noise is going to come to distract you. Mosquitoes are going to fly in your face so you can swat at them. Family, all of a sudden, you got family problems that you never had for 5 years. Health stuff pop up that you haven't dealt with in 10 years. Things happen with your car that you never dealt with in 5 years. Your job starts to trip. Those are all distractions that are going to come when you make the decision to be 100% all in and focus on the 1% activity that gets you the results. That's the mentality of how you launch your business. So you go out and you put that launch strategy in place. And then we're going to circle back around in about 12 days or 11 days on June 10th to make sure your strategy is going in the right direction. You should have some new business partners so we can teach them what to do. So you create momentum in the middle of the month, and then we're going to circle back around towards the end of June and make sure you close your month properly. But everyone in here should advance some way in your business. Get your Centurion points from 10 to 50. You're already at 50, get it to 100. You're a manager, get to senior manager. You're a senior manager, get to executive manager. You're a director, get to senior director. You're a senior director, get to executive or presidential director. This is the month that every single person, 40 people on here right now, your business is going to advance this month, period. That starts here in your head and you making the decision. One, you're launching your business, and two, you're all in, and three, you only do the 1% activity that gets you results. That's it. You made a decision, you're all in, and you only do 1% activity, and we're going to celebrate every last one of you come the beginning of July. With that being said, everyone, take care. God bless. I look forward to seeing all the folks on the West Coast in person on the 13th at the Unicity office. We've got some major plans for the West Coast, y'all, and that's going to be revealed on the 13th. I'm talking about California, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, Seattle. We're going to do some massive thing here on the West Coast. So if you got friends, family members, distributors, customers on the West Coast, you make sure they plug it into everything we're doing out here in person. So with that being said, everyone, take care. God bless. And literally, I'll be seeing some of you all on the beaches of the world in a few days in Phuket. Where are we going to? I was about to say Phuket, Thailand, but no. Dominican Republic.
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana. Yeah, I knew it was Punta something. Punta Cana. There we go. All right, everyone. Take care. God bless. I'll see y'all in Punta Cana.